Hey everyone, I'm Alex Williams and you're watching the weekly update with Funagain Games for the week of July 7th, 2017. We don't have a list of pre-order stuff this week. Let me turn off our audio here. We don't have a list of pre-order stuff this week, but we do have one special pre-order that I'd like to talk about, and we've got a lot of new games in stock. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, like I said, we have one thing that I want to talk to you about when it comes to pre-orders, and it is Gentes from Spielworxx. This is a 2 to 4 player game, plays in about 75 to 120 minutes. This game was designed by Stefan Risthaus. I hope I'm not butchering that name, but he is the designer of the popular Arkwright as well. So if you were interested in Arkwright, or if you like Spielworxx games in general, then this is definitely going to be a game for you guys to watch out for. We are going to be doing some really great videos once we get our copy in. We're going to do an unboxing, we're going to do a how to play, we're going to do a playthrough, possibly more. So be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and like us here on Facebook so that you'll be alerted when we get some of those really great videos out to you. Let's go ahead and talk about what's new in stock this week. Alright, first thing I want to talk about new this week is Quizoo. I think I'm saying that right. Quizoo. This is from Blue Orange Games for 2 to 8 players, ages 6 and up. It's a nice little tin packaging, and you've got your square cards. You're going to be quizzing about different traits of different animals. So kind of a cool, fun little family game. We've got 3 new living card game expansions, starting with Star Wars the card game. This is Allies of Necessity. This is a force pack, and just came out yesterday, so that's available for you to include in your Star Wars game. Also, Game of Thrones the card game. This is the Red Wedding. Anybody who is a fan of the show or books know exactly what the Red Wedding is, and this is to be added to the Blood and Gold cycle. This is, I think, the last chapter pack in the Blood and Gold cycle. I could be wrong about that, but that's, again, something to add to your Game of Thrones game. And finally, for Arkham Horror card game fans out there, we have the final Mythos pack in the Dunwich Legacy, Lost in Time and Space. If you were strong enough to get through the last 6 or 7 scenarios, then you'll be able to go on to this one and play it. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to play through the rest of Dunwich Legacy again to get to that Mythos pack. Alright, from Blue Orange Games, we also have Dice Stack. Looks like a pretty fun game. This plays in about 15 minutes, a nice fast game for 2 to 6 players. You're going to be rolling and stacking your dice. Alright, another expansion. This one is for Tyrants of the Underdark. These are expansion decks, Aberrations and Undead. As you can see, there'll be 2 different decks in here to add to your Tyrants of the Underdark game. Alright, also from Blue Orange Games, we have Iron Seek. This is for 2 to 6 players. Plays in about 10 minutes, so again, a nice, quick, family-oriented game for you. Alright, 2 new expansions from Star Wars. For Star Wars Armada, we have the Imperial Light Cruiser. It's a pretty cool expansion. This will actually include a new rule, and I can't remember exactly what that is. I think it's with the cards, and different size ships can only use certain cards, so it's going to have a ship size rule. Then we have the Hammerhead Corvettes for the Rebellion. This one comes with 2 slightly smaller ships for your Rebellion fleet. Alright, new expansion for Carcassonne. This is Under the Big Top. Carcassonne is for 2 to 6 players, plays in about 50 minutes or so, and this is going to add Ringmaster, Acrobats, and the Circus to your game. Could be a really fun expansion to Carcassonne. Alright, from Haba we have Hamster Clan. This is for 1 to 4 players, and plays in about 10 to 15 minutes. It's got a pretty cool looking board that fits together like a jigsaw puzzle. It's got some recessed areas where you'll be moving your meeple characters around. Looks like a lot of fun. We have an expansion for Game of Thrones, The Iron Throne. This is The Wars to Come. This plays in about 30 to 60 minutes for 3 to 7 players and features images from the actual show, Game of Thrones. Alright, Eldritch Horror, Cities in Ruins is a new expansion for Eldritch Horror, obviously. This will be including a new ancient one, and I always try to say these names, but Shademel, I think. But it's going to expand your Eldritch Horror game and add some new horrors to it. Alright, we've got Super Mario Level Up. Now this one actually came out last Friday, or we got it last Friday, but I didn't have a chance to put it on last week's video. This one is for 3 to 6 players, ages 8 and up, and plays in about 10 to 30 minutes. This is a re-implementation of King Up or King Me, depending on which version you were looking at. But it features, of course, your favorite Mario characters, and you'll be voting on which characters get to move up. So, and actually, this is a pretty cool looking game. It's got some cool components, got a great 3D board. I'm going to be opening this up after this weekly update video, so stick around to check that out. Alright, we have a new game, Get Reels. This one is from Gray Fox Games. It's basically a word game where you're going to be trying to create the best movie titles you can, and one person each round will vote on which movie title is the best. As you can see, it has these reel cards here with 4 words on each one. You can just move them around to come up with some crazy titles. We also have the Get Reels R-rated expansion pack for any adults out there who might want to play this game and might want just a little bit more R-ratedness with their game. Alright, we also have Valletta. This is from Z-Man Games. This plays in about 20 minutes per player and can include 2 to 4 players. Looks like a fun new game from Z-Man Games. And finally, I'm pretty excited about this one. We have Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, The Thames Murder, and Other Cases. This is not an expansion, but a standalone game in the Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective series, and comes with 10 new mysteries in Victorian London. If you haven't played this yet, it's pretty cool. It's a cooperative game, so you can play it alone or you can play it with a team of people trying to solve these mysteries and trying to best Sherlock Holmes. Alright, that is it for what's new in stock. Let's go ahead and talk about our bestsellers of the week. At number 5 this week, we have Haithabu. At number 4, we have Adrenaline. At number 3, we have Pandemic Iberia. At number 2, we have Ice Cool. And at number 1 this week, we have Scythe Invaders from Afar. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about our Game of the Week. Game of the Week this week comes from Cosmos. It's Brutal Kingdom. This plays with 3 to 4 players in about 30 minutes. Looks like a lot of fun. I love the art in this game. You can check out the cool humanoid animal art. And for this next week only, you can get Brutal Kingdom for 35% off at Funagain.com. Alright, one more thing I want to talk to you about before we leave today is next week's game night. We've been doing a game night every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's been a lot of fun, it's been really popular, and this next week we are playing Word Slam, also from Cosmos. This was a mention for the SDJ this year, and it's been really popular. It's a nice party word game we're actually going to be playing. This is the kind of game that I can say that Patrick and I pretty much rock at. So definitely tune in next Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and watch us win. Anyway, that is it for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to stick around and watch me unbox Super Mario Level Up, and we will see you next week.